There simply was no reason to think I was physically different from the other young men. My chromosomes would define me as being a woman. I am what God made me.
This is one of those things that I don't quite fully understand. Can you explain the difference to me between biological sex and gender? I know we hear gender is a social construct a lot. Can you tell me what specifically that means?
Here's the big difference. Biologic sex is chromosomally determined. So you have XX or XY. Now, again, there are some people who can be XXY or be XYY. That is actually fairly rare.
Right.
Biologic sex in and of itself isn't one or the other. For the sake of this argument, because we're really trying to get to gender, let's say that biologic sex is your chromosomes, and that defines whether you're male or female biologically. But gender is a social construct.
Okay, what does that mean?
The roles, the behaviors, expressions, identities of people that may or may not align with their biologic sex. So gender's how you act.
Gender's how you act. And
Yeah.
that's just entirely socially constructed.
Yeah, your gender is boy or man.
So when someone says, like, someone gets hurt and they, like, shake it off and they act tough, and they're like, oh, he's acting like a man. That's man in the gender constructed.
The gender construct, yeah.
The gender construct.
Yeah, I think what's new-ish for our Western society, one can have agency over their gender identity.
Right.
That's the real new or novel thing for our Western society, for America at least.
Here's a question you're probably not going to be able to answer. If gender is a construct and people, don't believe that there should be, male and female construct, but why then decide you're the other? I'm not asking that very well, but why say, like, I recognize myself more as a boy or more as a man? I want to use he, him pronouns. Shouldn't we all just go to they?
Well, again, it's a social construct. We haven't all decided that there should be no genders. So, no.
I don't know. I'm there.
Well, okay, you are. You, Jeff Jones, don't have all the power.
No, I hear you.
To alleviate your anxiety about this condition.
Here's the problem, and I run into this problem all the time, and this is not a problem. Let me back up. This is one of those things as a cisgendered white tall male,
as you and I are.
There are a lot of issues that, like, I don't care about because they don't affect me.
Sure.
Gender is one of them. I don't have any problem with the many ways that people think that I act feminine. My favorite color is pink. I am not afraid to show my emotions. I'm not afraid to cry in public. I'm incredibly sensitive. There's a lot of ways where people are like, you're acting like a girl. I just don't care. But I do know that this is something that does affect a lot of people, especially women. Because there are these gender constructs that get in the way of women advancing themselves.
Sure.
This is kind of how I felt about gay marriage. Let's just cut to the chase, where of course gay people should be able to get married. Let's not put them in a certain category just because of their gender. But that's an incredibly privileged position for me to say that from. I'm the sex, gender, race type that has
dominated Western civilization. So the whole thing to me is ludicrous of, like, women can't do that. That's just the dumbest thing anybody could ever say. Oh, women aren't going to be as good as that as men. Shut up. Just shut up. There's a lot of male podcasters, and it's basically just these dudes, like, just dunking on OnlyFans models. They're just wrong and they're dumb. And one of the points the guy was making the other day was you needed men more than you needed women because there were things that women couldn't do because they weren't strong enough. And I was like, get over yourself. There's nothing about you that women need. And it just drives me nuts that he feels above women because he's a man and men are stronger and women need men. Nobody needs you, tough guy. Jeff, you and I were raised by a very strong woman. And in our
Was she a woman, Josh? Because she acted more like a man.
In our parents' marriage, they were at least equals, if not mom dominating the marriage.
Oh, mom dominated. Mom absolutely dominated.
We were raised with the idea that women could do everything that men could do, if not better.
Right.
So that's the position that we come from. I don't think that's the norm.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.